as they face the starter now. Looking for a clean start.
Nice and slow there. Matthew's really holding them up. Oh.
Matthew's got the jump. CJ. Daniel Connor's gone back a bit, so it's...
Matty Wise has come right up to 4th spot. And Penrose is trying to get up the inside. It hasn't worked for him.
Matthew and CJ got a nice little buffer as they go into the next turn.
It was a really aggressive start there from Penrose and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, Penrose has gone right back. So you see, Matthew Kingsman.
Penrose has turned around.
Oh, big crash.
Things just went from bad to worse there. Kinsman holds on for the lead.
Head down as they go up the straight.
So Kinsman will be working really hard here to get that little gap so that Sinclair can't suck into his draft.
CJ also looking good in that second position. So quick off the blocks from Matthew Kingsman, but it'll be interesting to see if he holds it throughout the whole race. Looks like both CJ, Daniel, Medicine Wise there also looking strong. As you see, Josh Drysdale also in the backpack, so he's definitely having not the best of his weekends.
And Daniel Connor's looking down the inside of Matty Wise there. Looks like he's made that move. And then Emerson's having a look, but he's not going to go down there.
Field very spread out now on lap number 2. One of the biggest fields here this weekend, Rotax Max Light, and probably one of the most competitive as well.
Daniel Kinsman's got a lot of pace here. He's just...
Oh, nice part. Oh, did he make it? Couldn't quite see that. Daniel had a little look into the sweeper, and I think he did.
Looks like he has, yeah.
Great pass by Daniel Kingsman. Let's see if CJ and Daniel can work together to catch up to Matthew, who's got a little bit of a lead now because of that pass. Daniel Connor also coming with them. So Daniel Connor's found some pace over the lunch break.
Daniel Kinsman's really quick at the moment, and if Connor wants to stick up there with those guys, he's going to need to try and get past Sinclair nice and quickly so he can suck back on to the Kinsman brothers. Daniel's right on the back of his brother Matthew now.
Daniel is the younger brother, so Matthew probably wouldn't like Daniel catching him up, would he?
No, absolutely. It's a great little relationship those two have.
And to mention, they are third generation karters in New Zealand, so just an example of their family commitment to karting.
Exactly. Dad and Mum are helping look after Dan's racing now, and Pop's down there still looking after all the engines.
Exactly. So Daniel nearly right on the back of Matthew now as they come around the corner, down the hill, over the curb. CJ still there. Daniel Connor also looking pretty good. Last lap times, if we look at my laps, look like Daniel Connor and Daniel Kingsman were the fastest on track. Daniel Connor a little bit. We'll see this lap.
Matthew knows he's there now, and he knows he's got the speed, so...
Yeah, Daniel Connor really quick now. 40.6 for Daniel Connor.
He's right.
Matthew Kingsman did it at 40.9.
And Matty Wise looks like he's holding up that second bunch there.
Yeah.
That is very fast time there from Daniel Connor. He's 3/10 faster than leader at the moment.
So the two Kingsman boys might be working together.
There. So Daniel's made that move, stick down the inside into one. Matty Wise still seems to be holding up that second group, but no one can get past him. Chris Cox in the middle of that group there. He'll be wanting to try and make it to the front, so he got a good starting position for this final.
What do you think? I think the two Kingston boys might be working together on this one, not fighting and not allowing CJ and Daniel to catch up.
Yeah, look, I don't know. They've racing for different teams now. Obviously, Dan racing for Praga and Matt in the Sodi team. looks it's very close. They're not going to do anything silly, I don't think. They have to have dinner together tonight, so...
Yes, we don't want any food flying over the dinner table, do we?
Exactly. It's a long drive home from Blenheim. And Matty Wise has dropped right back in that group, and Yardley's just been pushed out wide there. Kinsman still leads. Matthew Kinsman, sorry. Matty Wise has dropped back about 3 spots there.
Other person who's struggling, just to look back down the order, is Reece Tinney. Also Josh Drysdale, both in 13th and 14th place. So they obviously haven't got the right setup here today.
Josh Drysdale certainly someone that you would expect to be in that leading pack. He's done really well in the Rotax Challenge, and you can see looks like Reece Tinney there trying to urge on Josh Drysdale to work together and try and catch that other group.
There's a laps countdown now. Daniel and Matthew are being very sensible with not fighting. Daniel Connor's also coming for them though. So it'll be interesting to see what in the last couple of laps. See who out of the Kingsman brothers wants to fight. Because if they do fight or they do have a bit of a squabble, Daniel Connor and CJ are going to be right there with them. Quite a big middle bunch now, as you see on the camera. Brad Still now up into 7th.
Brad's been doing a really good job today, so...
Madison Wise dropped back to 8th now. So head down for the leaders as they pull away from the rest of the bunch. Thomas Emerson leading the second bunch.
Just a 10th.5 gap from first to second, so still putting that pressure on. That second group's getting really tight now.
And Daniel Connor's actually closing on to Daniel Kingsman now, who's dropped back from Matthew Kingsman.
A couple of guys fighting there in that.
So you see Daniel in that 3rd position, followed by CJ, then a big gap back to the second bunch. It's getting a bit nasty as someone gets pushed on the grass, and next Brad Still, and then, oh, big crash. As they all veer off. And that was the last lap, ladies and gentlemen.
And Daniel's got right out of it. I'm not sure what's happened there.
You know what? I think
looks like Daniel Kinsman slowed down for the other cart coming the other way, and Daniel Connors pipped him on the line.
Yes, and Matty Wise got involved in that crash as well. But you know, I think he was wanting that. Oh no, he's actually stopped on track.
So Dan Kinsman has stopped down at turn 1. And there's Brad Still there. He's not happy. He had a really good run in that race, so he'll be really disappointed. I'm not quite sure what happened.